We have reached week 7 of season 7 here in Fortnite Battle Royale, and typically that means we'd be getting our very first look at the new seasonal challenge based skin. However, this season with the snowfall skin, things are a little bit different, and we won't actually be able to see and unlock the snowfall skin until week 9. But that means if you guys want to be one of the first people to unlock this season's secret skin, you should be trying to complete as many challenges as you possibly can right now. And lucky for you, we've got all of the week 7 leaked challenges here for you guys today. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Simply Viral channel. Thanks for stopping by. If you're new around here, feel free to subscribe with your channel notifications turned on by clicking that bell icon. That way you'll never miss another upload. If you guys are excited to see the snowfall skin revealed here in just a couple of weeks, make sure to give this video a big thumbs up and slap that like button. Now, without further ado, let's jump back into the world of Fortnite Battle Royale and take a look at all of the Season 7 Week 7 leaked challenges. As always with the leaked challenges, because they do leak early, there is a slight chance that one or two of these challenges might change on Thursday when they actually go live. So it is always a good idea to double check your challenges on the main menu when launching the game on Thursday morning. Just like every other week, we have 4 regular challenges and 3 hard challenges this week, the regular ones being worth 5 battle stars or 500 XP, and the hard challenges being worth 10 battle stars or 1000 XP. If you do end up completing 4 out of the 7 total challenges this week, you do get a nice bonus of 7000 XP to help you level up. Now, our first challenge this week is going to be deal damage with a pickaxe to opponents, and in order to complete this challenge, you'll need to deal 100 damage with a pickaxe in total, which is equivalent of 5 hits now, so that definitely is not too bad. Make sure you guys stay tuned all the way until the end of the video as well, because we'll also be giving you guys the best tips and tricks to complete every challenge this week as easily and as efficiently as possible. Challenge number 2 this week is going to be explosive weapon eliminations, and in order to complete this challenge, you'll need a total of 3 explosive weapon elims. Of course, we have things like the rocket launcher, grenade launcher, and potentially grenades if they count for this challenge as well, so you've got plenty of variety when it comes to completing challenge number 2 here. Challenge number 3 is going to be a little bit weird, as right now the game files don't actually 100% confirm what exactly this challenge is, but according to what we know right now, it's going to be pick up 1 weapon of each rarity, that being common, uncommon, rare, epic, and legendary. Like I said earlier though, because these challenges do leak early, there's a slight chance that this challenge and maybe 1 or 2 of the others might end up changing, so make sure to double check when they officially release. Challenge number 4 is going to be shotgun eliminations, and per usual, it requires you to get 3 shotgun kills in total to complete this challenge, but keep in mind that does not have to be in one match. It can actually span across multiple matches if need be. Challenge number 5 is going to be search chests in different named locations, and I think perhaps this challenge might also end up changing because I feel like we literally just had this challenge a few weeks ago. Anyways, if this challenge does end up staying, according to the game files, you'll need to search chests in apparently 5 different named locations, but normally it ends up being like 7 locations or 7 chests in total, so I think that if this challenge stays, that number might change as well. Challenge number 6 here in week 7 is a staged challenge, so for this one you can only complete 1 stage per match, so make sure you're not trying to actually complete multiple stages in the same game because it will not count, unfortunately. However, I think once again this challenge might end up changing because some of these locations aren't actually even a thing anymore, and so this challenge really does not seem like it's very correct. Stage 1 is land at Shifty Shafts, that's all fine and dandy, but then Stage 2 is land at Risky Reels, and obviously, Risky Reels is not a thing anymore. It was replaced by the block a little while ago, so either this stage in specific is going to change, or the whole challenge might change entirely. Stage 3 is potentially going to be land at Retail Row, Stage 4 is land at Haunted Hills, and Stage 5 is once again weird because it's land at Leaky Lake, and once again, Leaky Lake is not a thing anymore. We have Loot Lake again, but Leaky Lake no longer exists, so maybe this portion of the challenge, maybe this stage will get changed to Loot Lake or something entirely different, or like I said once again, maybe this entire challenge ends up getting changed, we're just not sure yet. And then finally, we've got challenge number 7 this week, and it's going to be place chillers in different matches, but most likely this challenge is actually a placeholder. Obviously, we don't have chillers in the game anymore. They got vaulted, I believe, with Season 7's launch, and obviously this challenge would not make sense if it was place chillers in a match when we don't have chillers. So this week is kind of weird. I think Epic Games might actually be trying to put some more placeholders into the files to make it so that the challenges are actually a little bit more surprising and are a little bit more interesting come day one. But nevertheless, those are your Season 7 Week 7 challenges according to the game files right now. But we're not done yet. Just like every other week, we like to not only give you guys the leaked challenge info a little bit early, but we also like to provide you guys the best tips and tricks to get these challenges done as easily and as efficiently as possible so that you can all be a few steps closer to unlocking the Snowfall skin. So starting back at the beginning, dealing damage with a pickaxe to opponents really is not too hard of a challenge at all, as technically you only have to hit an enemy 5 times in total to complete this challenge. Obviously a little while ago the pickaxe damage got buffed from 10 to 20, so now it's actually pretty easy to kill people with pickaxes, and honestly you can either play a mode where you can knock players like duos or squads or perhaps a limited time mode, and then pickaxe an opponent once you've knocked them down, or you can wait on the battle bus until it automatically kicks you out and then just float down and see if there are any other AFK players also magically floating down, where if there are, you can easily pickaxe them and complete this challenge very quickly and very easily. Those are probably the two most efficient ways to complete this challenge, but like I said, dealing 20 damage per pickaxe hit is actually quite a bit. So if you run into somebody that doesn't have shields and maybe they don't have the best aim either, you can actually pickaxe somebody pretty easy in this game now, so this challenge is definitely not too hard. Moving on, getting explosive weapon eliminations is something that honestly relies more on you finding an explosive weapon more than anything else. Once you do find a grenade launcher or a rocket launcher or some grenades, just make sure you play it smart and use them in the best circumstances you possibly can in order to actually ensure some eliminations. Once again, knocking a player and then finishing them with an explosive weapon is going to help towards finishing this challenge, so that is always an option and probably the easiest way to do this in my opinion. But of course, if you're a decent player and you find a grenade launcher or a rocket launcher, just work towards the encounter in your favor. Build high if you've got a rocket launcher, try and keep your distance so that you don't end up killing yourself, or on the other hand, if you've got a grenade launcher, or I guess grenades as well, just play that distance factor and try and spam the enemies enough so that you end up getting that elim. Like I said, really this challenge ends up relying more on you actually finding an explosive weapon and then just being able to utilize it in the heat of the moment, which most people are able to do as they're some of the easier weapons to actually use in the game. Picking up one weapon of each rarity is once again a relatively easy challenge. Just make sure you're looting a lot of chests and, if possible, supply drops. That way you get the best chance at finding each rarity in the shortest amount of time. For this challenge, I believe all you have to do is end up picking up the weapon, but it might change to something like damage an opponent with each kind of rarity, and if that's the case, all you have to do is literally dink them. Technically, you could do 1 damage and it'd still count towards the challenge, so either way, I feel like this challenge is not too difficult. Shotgun eliminations is going to be something that honestly happens naturally, but of course, going to places like Tilted Towers or Polar Peak or Retail Row is almost going to guarantee you some action every single time. So if you do find a shotgun, which let's be honest, they're a pretty common drop, high action points of interest will be your best friend when it comes to picking up some easy eliminations, especially seeing as now shotguns got that recent buff, which actually makes them pretty effective close range. The pump is definitely a formidable opponent, so if you find one of those, you probably got some easy kills in the books. Searching chests in different named locations is a little bit tedious, but also not really that hard, as you just need to keep track of which places you've already searched a chest in. You can actually knock out a few points of interest in one game if you really wanted to, going to places like Junk Junction and then Haunted Hills, and then maybe even Pleasant Park. Those areas that are really close together are actually pretty easy to knock out in one game if you've got the right lobby and the right battle bus. The landing at different locations challenge, like I said earlier, might end up being removed and or replaced, but if it does stay, of course, all you need to do is land at each given location. But seeing as it is a staged challenge, keep in mind you can only complete 1 stage per match, so don't try and do multiple stages as it'll end up just being a waste of time. And then finally, the Chiller Trap challenge, like I mentioned, is probably a filler, seeing as chillers are not in the game anymore. So unfortunately, we're gonna have to wait and see exactly what that challenge ends up getting changed to. But whatever it does end up getting changed to, I know over on the Fortnite Battle Royale subreddit, there's always people who post cheat sheets of all the weekly challenges. A lot of other sites do that as well, Fortnite Intel, or just a simple YouTube or Google search will find you some pretty easy fixes there. And with that being said, those are all of your Season 7, Week 7 challenges, and how to complete them in the best ways possible. Like I said earlier, it's kind of weird this week, as a lot of the challenges seem like they're either fillers or just placeholders, and Epic Games might be trying to hide some things for Thursday when the challenges actually go live. Either way, if you guys enjoyed this video or if it just helped you out, make sure to drop a like on it and give it a big thumbs up, as it would be much appreciated. Of course, if you guys are brand new here to the Simply Viral channel, feel free to subscribe with your channel notifications turned on. That way you'll never miss another upload. Once again, thank you guys so much for tuning in, and until next time, take it easy, have an awesome rest of your day, and we'll see you guys on the battle bus. Peace out.